The battle for the political hearts and votes of Kenyans is back in earnest barely 6 months after the general election. A fresh contest looms between the ruling Jubilee coalition and its rival, the CORD coalition, over a push for a referendum to replace the president's system of government with that of parliament that is led by former Prime Minister Raila Odinga. And as what began as another political sideshow snowballs into a political showdown, State House has now broken its loud silence, with the president ridiculing the referendum advocates as time wasters who have little respect for the constitution.
Si walikuwa huko tukipitisha katiba? Walikuwa wamefungwa macho? Kuna lolote walisema si wote ndio walikuwa wanasema hii katiba lazima ipite? Sasa imepita, tuitii sisi zote na tutendee wananchi wetu. Lakini sio mambo ya kutisha watu kila siku, oh hii. Hakuna.
The president said his government's focus on implementing its manifesto will not be diverted by calls for a referendum, saying service to the people is a noble cause that cannot be compromised.
Tuendelee na kazi yetu ya kuinua hali ya maisha ya wananchi wetu, ya kusomesha watoto wetu, ya kutibu wagonjwa wetu, ya kuunda mabarabara. Hiyo ndio kazi tuko na haja naye. Ingine tutawaangalia tu kwa runinga usiku, tusikie vile wanasema.
But the CORD leader Raila Odinga is not relenting yet. The former premier took his campaign for the constitutional referendum to Taveta, where he championed for the parliamentary system of government, claiming the system will ensure that leaders from minority tribes also sail to power.
Ndani ya mwezi moja tunaanza kuanza mazungumzo ya juu ya mambo ya referendum ili tukubaliane ile njia ambayo tutapita na hii mambo ya referendum. Hatutaki iwe na mvurutano. Tutawaambia mpaka ndio tuzungumze. Kikataa sasa shauri yao. Sivyo?
But his sentiments have not gone well with the Jubilee fraternity, which has now accused Raila of applying double standards to suit his political situation.
The same person in 1998, after losing elections, wanted a parliamentary system. In 2002, after losing elections, wanted a presidential elections. In 2013, after losing elections, now wants a parliamentary system. Shall we wait until he wins for us to settle on structures of governance as a country?
In 2010, Kenyans overwhelmingly passed the constitution, which envisages a presidential system of government under which the March 4th elections were held.
Barely a year into the elections is not enough to say that presidential system has failed, so that we start running all over the country.
A controversial political movement linked to the CORD coalition was officially launched today in Nairobi, with a promise to push for a radical change in Kenya's political system of government. The M4M, which is led by Eliud Owalo, a key ally of former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, and activist Okiya Omtata, cites as its main agenda the replacement of the current one-man, one-vote elections to decide the country's president with a system that borrows from both the American and the British forms of government.
We are not campaigning to capture political office. We are simply doing an amendment to the constitution, which was heavily funded by foreigners, the last referendum. We also requesting those foreigners to help us fix this oversight that was there, and we shall receive and declare any donations that we receive.
Under the M4M proposals, a winning president will be decided by a collegiate system of voting that assigns singular votes to constituencies and counties. The leader of the political party with the majority of seats in the electoral units will therefore likely be declared the winner in an arrangement that seeks to reward party strength and erode the power of the tyranny of numbers. Kendagor Obadiah, Citizen Live at 9.